It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. It is shaping up to be a fantastic day in the Ozarks. I don't know about you, but I am not quite adjusted to that time change just yet. For you early risers, still, we've got temperatures in the 40s overnight. It's a mild start to the day, and it's just going to be beautiful this afternoon. Temperature-wise, the trade-off, though, it's going to be a pretty gusty wind, 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts out of the south today. It's going to help warm us up, but it will be breezy if you're planning to spend any time outdoors on this Tuesday. Temperatures will be in the 70s, so you'll at least want to get outside for some point of the day. Warm, but storm chances return in this forecast. And overall, it's a pretty unsettled, extended outlook. However, I think everybody stays dry during the daylight hours today. There is an isolated chance for rain overnight tonight that I'll talk about in just a second. Warmer this week overall, with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above normal. It's still early March. We're having a hard time remembering that because the end of February and the beginning of March have just been so warm, way above average. So we're kind of used to this warmer weather, this spring-like temperatures. Grass is greening up after some of that rain that we got last week, but it's still early March, and we'll be reminded of that by the time the weekend rolls back around. These numbers that you have today, 72 degrees for the high temp. Yeah, it's still way above average for this time of the year. We do have some more unsettled weather pushing into the Ozarks late tonight into early tomorrow as a disturbance moves through. We've got a whole lot of moisture returning to the atmosphere, and the south wind that's very gusty out there today has a whole lot to do with that. It's going to set the stage, increase the dew points across the Midwest, so the fire danger will be reduced because relative humidity goes way up. But I think we'll be able to tap into some of that energy and get a couple of isolated thunderstorms in the forecast late this evening into early Wednesday. It's not a lot. You are definitely not guaranteed to see rain tonight into early Wednesday. In fact, I think that will be the exception rather than the rule. Isolated, very isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. I have to at least mention, though, the potential that one or two could be a bit on the strong side. Gusty winds, 60 miles an hour, and some small hail possible in some of the strongest storms that are able to develop. Again, this is isolated, but if you get right underneath one, it's going to be important for you to know late Tuesday night into early Wednesday, we could have a couple of storms that do pack a punch. Now, these will be widely scattered. We're talking about a 30% chance for seeing some of these thunderstorms. I expect that the rain shower and thunderstorm chance really decreases through the day on Wednesday too. So in large part, today and tomorrow are dry, and they'll be greeted with very warm temperatures. Temperatures are near normal then again as we head into the end of the week. This starts on Friday and lasts through the weekend. I told you we'd be reminded of what normal temperatures are. We'll see highs fall back into the 50s again by the time we get to Friday. Enjoy the 70s that are out today. I'm going 72 in the Springfield region. Very windy. And we have temperatures elsewhere that may make it to the mid and maybe even upper 70s across the Ozarks today. So definitely warm. It's another warm forecast for you on Wednesday with a high temperature of 75 degrees. Rain exits in the morning tomorrow, and we'll just be dealing with partly cloudy skies and a gusty wind through the course of the afternoon. More rain is in my forecast Wednesday night into early Thursday. And then I think daytime showers are possible on Thursday. That's going to be the rainy day in the forecast. The cooler weather will arrive once the rain exits. That happens for us by Friday. Elsewhere across the country, big headline today is that these critical fire weather conditions for the central U.S., well, they're still out there today with the gusty wind, but with relative humidity coming up for a lot of places, that's going to put us in better shape today compared to yesterday. There's another storm system that is impacting the Pacific Northwest. You're going to hear about that in the national headlines. And we also have temperatures that are way above average for much of the central U.S. Of course, that's a headline for us here in the Ozarks, too, that are going to be enjoying the 70s today, tomorrow, and even on Thursday. All right, here's a look at that around the Ozarks wake up weather brain twister question. This is what I left you with yesterday. Coca-Cola. Where was the first Coca-Cola served? The options that I gave you, not in the Ozarks. They were A, Illinois, B, Florida, C, Georgia, or D, Louisiana. Those of you that picked C, you would be correct. in the state of Georgia. The first ever Coca-Cola product was served 1886. Dr. John Pemberton brought his perfect syrup to Jacob's Pharmacy in downtown Atlanta, where the first glass of Coca-Cola was poured, serving about 9 drinks per day in its first year. It is not that many. I wonder how many it is now. I'll have to look that up. But yes, Georgia, the answer today in downtown Atlanta. All right, here is your brain twister question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. True or false, 50-50 shot for a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee for tomorrow. Make sure you enter. Good odds. Daylight saving time wouldn't help countries near the equator conserve energy. Do you think that's a true or a false statement? Read it carefully. Enter your guess over at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thank you to our sponsors, Scooter's Coffee and Rescue Towing. And thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed the day. It's going to be breezy, but 72 degrees. Worth it to battle the wind and head outside. A few isolated storms in the forecast overnight through early Wednesday, but we're keeping the 70s rolling this week. It's going to be a great day. I'll chat with you again tomorrow morning.